What's the coolest piece of spy tech you ever got to use? You know, there's kind of a dirty little secret about spy tech, and it is that 95% of it
is purchased from Amazon.com.
Seriously, because it is cheaper and it is quicker just to go online and buy it and then use it operationally than it is to invent it from scratch. 6 weeks later, a colleague comes into my office and he says, "Hey, you got a response from the agency to your letter." I said, "I didn't see any response from the agency. I just checked my mail an hour ago." And he said,
They classified it top secret. It's down in the vault.
I said, "Top secret." I said, "Well, what did it say?" And he says,
It says go fuck yourself.
not to get too far off the topic, but the
Assassination of Ayman Zawahiri, the number 2 in Al-Qaeda.
We shot him with a drone-launched
Missile, right?
the missile had no warhead on it. Right? We did that on purpose because we didn't want to
Kill the women and children inside the apartment.
came out onto the balcony and smoked a cigarette. Fired the missile at him. Went completely through.
Through his body. A missile.
Went completely through his body, and with no warhead, there was no explosion. Can you imagine?
Cleaning up that mess.
Oh, fancy meeting you here at this coffee shop. I come here all the time. Do you? Yeah, he says. I come here all the time. Why don't you have a seat? He says. So I sit down. At the end of the conversation, I go back to the embassy.
and I read a cable, and I said,
He's gay. I'm 100% sure he's gay.
so then we started this conversation.
Headquarters and I, how can we use that to our benefit? Did he have a wife? No. Which was unusual at his age. How did you know he was gay?
Oh,
It was a vibe.
So, headquarters says,
We want you to pretend that you're gay.
I said, "Oh, come on, you guys. No, we really need the information. You gotta pretend that you're gay."
I said, okay, I'll do it.
I'll do it for Uncle Sam.
Have you ever killed anybody?
No, thank God. My children asked me that.
There's one kind of half exception.
So I went to my desk and I said, "Good morning, General Powell. This is John Kiriakou." And he says, "John, if the Iraqis were going to kill the president, who would actually be in charge of that operation?"
About Sabra Duri and the attempt to kill President Bush. I'm like, okay.
8 hours later, we fired 47 cruise missiles into Iraqi intelligence service headquarters. But by then it was the middle of the night in Baghdad, and we killed the janitor.
So the next day,
I said to my boss, I killed that janitor.
Which moment are the funniest? Drop a comment.